Investing is not for everyone. Let me repeat that. Investing is not for everyone. I'll be going over a checklist of things that you should mark off before you begin investing. I'm Sean, a computer scientist working in AI who's on the pursuit of freedom forever through investing. In this video, you will learn when you should start investing and how much money you actually need to start. Before you begin investing, we should make sure that you are financially stable and an emergency $1,000 or $2,000 bill wouldn't completely derail you financially. So the first thing is you should not be living paycheck to paycheck. There are a lot of things people have to pay for: rent, mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, healthcare, and the list goes on and on and on. But we want to make sure that what we are spending is less than what we are taking home. Someone not living paycheck to paycheck means that they are not spending the same amount that they are bringing home from their income. There are two ways to get out of living paycheck to paycheck. One is changing up your lifestyle so you're spending less money than what you currently do, or two, getting a job or getting a second job so that you are bringing home more money than you actually do. And I guess there's a third: you can actually tackle both, make more money and spend less. That really lets you increase the gap. Next up, you should be making the minimum payments on all of your debts and loans. This could include your student loan, car loans, and whatever else you got going on. Next up, you should have an emergency fund of $1,000 or 1 month's worth of living expenses, whichever is more. So once you've gotten past from living paycheck to paycheck, you have to pay down all of your credit card debt. Last video, we learned about the power of compound interest, and for your own safety, go watch that video. Don't let the power of compound interest work against you. And after we have that 1K emergency fund, before we start investing, I want you to increase that emergency fund to $3,000 or 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, whichever is more. If you can cover all of those bases and have extra money afterwards, then it's time to start investing. Many people don't have a lump sum of money just sitting around doing nothing. So the question is, how much money do you need to invest to make investing worth it? Everyone starts their investing journey at different places. One day I reached into my pockets and only had 1 dime, 2 nickels, and 3 pennies. All right, I had a bit more, but at the beginning, the important part isn't how much you're investing, it's the how and why you're investing. Keyword, why. When you know the reason why you're investing, you can set up your investments with that in mind and reach your financial goals. I think investing is way easier and way more fun when you have that goal in mind. I'm kind of the same way with running. I'd like to know when and where my run will end, such as just running 1 mile from here to there, instead of just like going on that jog and potentially going forever. That's just me. If your reason is to have this lump sum of money to grow to pay for your wedding in a year, then maybe you're better off putting that money in a high yield savings account that's much more stable where you can pull it out in a year. Because in the unfortunate event that in a year's time the markets tank, you will lose that money and might not be able to pay for your wedding. Now, if you want to grow your money and pull it out only decades down the road, you have a much longer time horizon and can therefore set up an investing strategy for that. What's crucial when it comes to starting investing is that you outline your goals and set up your system. If you can start with contributing $100 every pay period, that's a fantastic start. It's perfectly fine to start with a little bit of money and then amp those contributions up over time if you can. Let's take an example. So $200 a month, which I think is fairly doable for most people. $200 a month at a 7% rate of return for 40 years will grow to $500,000. That's $500,000. And you only actually contributed $96,000. And your $96,000 contribution grew to $500,000. That's pretty nuts. Now, I picked those numbers for a couple of reasons. I think $200 a month is very doable for most people. That's just spending less money than what they normally do. A lot of people do have discretionary spending habits. They impulse buy these clothes or spend more money going out and all those things. And if you can just be a bit more frugal and saving your money, you can easily invest $200 a month. I picked 7% for the rate of growth because the stock market will average an annual growth of 7 to 8% adjusted for inflation. This simply means that the stock market actually returns about 10 to 11%, But with inflation, even though your money might grow 10%, the value of that actually only grew about 7 to 8%. And I picked 40 years because I'm guessing you are on the younger side in your 20s, and a 40-year time horizon would get you to be about 65, which is the age that you can retire. In quotation marks, because I plan on retiring way before I'm 65. In the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be diving into what accounts you can open to start investing, show you step by step on how you can buy stocks on these platforms, and the reasoning behind different investing decisions. Leave a comment down below with any questions you have on investing, bop the like button to help support me in this channel, and subscribe to join our pursuit of freedom forever. Peace.